Hello, welcome to the first episode of Quang Nam Today on Quang Nam Radio and Television. Today we will take you to a 500-year-old pottery village in Hội An City, which is known as the lovely name Thanh. On the 10th of July every lunar year, Thanh residents eagerly organize the festivities of the village. No longer focusing on spiritual purpose, the Festival of Thanh Pottery Village has become an indispensable cultural event for local people. This is also a great chance to introduce to domestic and foreign visitors about the beauty of religious characteristics in the region. To learn more about this special festival, please follow us on this reportage. Starting from early morning at 7 a.m., the worship ritual is gravely performed by the village's seniors and craftspeople at Nam Yu Shrine. After that, in the boisterous sound of gongs and drums, the procession of more than 100 villagers and lion dancing groups will move from Nam Yu Shrine to Thanh Temple. This is where the locals worship, honor, and express their respect to the ancestors of the pottery profession for their great merits. Each year, Thanh Pottery Village celebrates two big festivals. The first one is in spring on the 10th of lunar January, and the second, which we are exploring now, both have the meaning of presenting gratitude to the village's predecessors for their contribution of building and remaining the tradition. However, each still has its own particular meaning. We organize the village's festivals twice a year. The first one happens on the 10th of lunar January. This will start the dry season when we can produce the most of our pottery, so we pray for favorable weather and a successful year ahead. On the 10th of lunar July, when the rainy season is approaching, we demonstrate our thankfulness to the craft's ancestors and tidy up all of our ceramic products, store them in safe and higher places, which can keep them well from the flood. Perhaps the most exciting part of the festivities in Thanh village is a wide range of cheerful folk games after the worship ritual. Both locals and tourists are enthusiastic in boat racing, slow bicycling, boat beating, blindfolding, modeling 12 zodiacs, and shaping pottery items out of clay. Among those activities, zodiac modeling and pottery shaping turn out to be the most attractive, which are very vibrant and competitive, with the participation of potters who has about 15 to 20 years in the profession. These two competitions are not merely folk games. The purpose of organizing them is to challenge and assess the skills and ability of local potters, especially younger generation. There are a lot of compliments from visitors for those talented and skillful craftspeople who use their clever and flexible hands to create unique pottery products in just a few minutes. My family has the tradition of making pottery for 5 generations, and I have been doing this job since I was 16. I am really happy that these festivals are organized every year because we can promote the village's image to many people. I also live in Thanh but not in Nam Yu block. My family doesn't make pottery neither, but I enjoy coming here annually to join the festival. I have to admit that the festival is more and more developed. Previously it happened for only one day, but this year it lasts for 2 days with many interesting activities. 2017 is the first year Thanh festival is celebrated in a large scale for 2 days with the main worship ceremony on the 10th of lunar July. Total expenditure is about 300 million dong, with just a small portion from government budget. The rest is from the socialization source of local residents. Thereby, it can be seen that there's a considerable change in the awareness among pottery villagers about the preservation and development of the village's tradition. The reason for this positive trend is the economic benefits that goes directly to villagers' life standard through the tourism growth in the past few years. For example, in the first 6 months of 2017, the total number of visitors to Thanh Ha Pottery Village reached over 200,000, with turnover of more than 4 billion Vietnam dong, which doubles the revenue in 2016.
Tôi nói rằng đến hôm nay thì cái nhận thức của nhân dân đặc biệt
Recently,
các
the
nhân dân của mỗi
awareness
làng
of local residents has been improved. They understand that protecting and preserving the pottery village will bring them economic benefits. Therefore, duties will go in parallel with interests. We don't need much propaganda. The villagers are self-conscious about their role in the preservation of the pottery village's tradition. However, Thanh Ha Pottery Festival is considered to be a cultural feature of Hội An, so the responsibility of local government here is also very important. Along with the positive awareness of local people, the orientation of local government also plays a significant part in remaining and growing the tradition of the village. In the coming time, the festival will be promoted in terms of quality, space, contents, and especially this is the occasion for young generations to learn more about their hometown's convention, encouraging them to follow their predecessors in developing the pottery making. Through a very long period of time, Thanh Ha Pottery Village Festival has proved to be the significant cultural representative of Hội An City and Quang Nam Province. It is good to see the eagerness of both locals and tourists every year when the festivities are celebrated. In the future, the unity of government and local residents in preserving and growing the pottery profession will bring the region's cultural values closer to the whole world. That's all we have for today's episode. For more stories of Quang Nam, please log on the website qrt.vn. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.